first, I used to listen to mad music when I was a kid. Because I love music. My parents love music. My father loved music, so they played a bunch of music. From classical music, Spanish music, to jazz, to hip-hop, to pop records that were out. And then, hip-hop became my thing. Courtney Sorensen in the 3rd grade put me on to the Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. And later on I would memorize It Gets No Rougher by LL Cool J off the Walking with a Panther album. So hip-hop became part of my intrinsic, fabric. And then I went through a period where I was smoking mad weed and writing rhymes, and it was crazy. But I didn't really believe that I could do that without weed. But for many years, I thought to myself, if only I could do this without weed, I'd be a rapper. Because I'm crazy nice, nothing would stop me. But I didn't know that was true. Until I quit smoking weed and then realized I could actually rap without weed. Then I was a musician. I am blessed to come from a very musically inclined family. My father plays the saxophone. My Uncle Sam plays the saxophone. I used to play the saxophone. My Uncle Sam used to tutor me in that. My father's brother Sam. And my grandma Elena is a singer. And my Uncle Tony also sang. As I said earlier, my father had all types of vinyl in the house and just a bunch of CDs and a bunch of records that he would play, all the time. So I always had a good musical foundation, and also a good creative foundation. And even my sister, even though she doesn't put her lyrics to music, has always been, since I was a kid, a very gifted, wordsmith with poetry. She did spoken word for a little while, and she's really, really gifted with that. So, I was gifted to be around her and be around my father, be around my uncle, and it was a good environment for soaking in a lot of music and learning what makes music great. Homeboy represents that's your friend, that's your people's. It signifies friendship and trust, dependability. I'm saying, that's your people's homeboy. So that's where the homeboy comes from. Count on me. And then Sandman initially had to do a lot with dreams. The Sandman brings you your dreams. People think the Sandman puts you to sleep. That's not true. The Sandman brings you your dreams. You could be daydreaming, and that's the Sandman. So, just the capability to put those images in your head that are so vivid and so real, so detailed, so specific, to just tell a story as if you were there and to bring you into another world, which is something I like to think of myself as capable of doing with my music, to take you into another realm, But then it also has a lot to do with just, I believe in dreams, and I believe in the power of dreams. People should chase their dreams. It's not just about creating dreams, it's about the power of dreams, following dreams. And then, other also has a little bit to do with the Sandman from the Marvel comic, who was the villain, but he was very versatile. He was adaptable and could adapt to turn his hand into some garden shears or something. And me, I'm very much that way with my, the way I approach music and the way I approach different beats. I fit into the grooves like sand, you know what I'm saying? I don't have no style. I don't have a style. I'm adaptable. I could musically, rhythmically, cadence-wise, I could get into any form I need to get into, And then there's also some stuff with Sands of Time. Like Homeboy, this will be the last one. But it's about the journey, from a boy to a man. Homeboy, where you're born and where you come from, that's your home, and then you begin this journey, You know, and then sand signifies time with the sands of time, and also travel. You talk about people walking in the sand, journeys. Through the travel, you become a man. So Homeboy Sandman. So there's a woke up, so I can roll out before you like a red carpet. Carpet made up, every shambles on what's up, singing citizen, rocking wedding bells, like a ring on my utility. Lyrics in the song Carpenter. I guess there's different types of lyrics, but I mean, I guess I could go through them. Sand to the rescue. You know, it talks about me being cool and me being dope and me being nice, but it also comes about me coming to save the day and the procedure I had to go through in order to become the person who saves the day. The Carpenter is all about building. It's all about construction. Carpenters, they build and they create. You know what I mean? And so let me just think of a couple bars. I mean, I could go through every line in the song, but that would take a long time. Sand to the rescue, hit me at you, then bless you. I'll be in the lab, do my respect, do I should get a tattoo with a test too. Monkey, this a bad one, that's my nephew. Punky in the bathroom, that's the restroom. Women in the back room with the guest who's, I'll be on the avenue making chess moves. I like that line a lot. Way more than the back room with the guest who's, I'll be on the avenue making chess moves. Which means, you know, all this celebrity status, VIP, what have you, is not me. Way more than I'm in the back with the who's who or whoever's there. I'll be on the avenue making chess moves, which is interested in important strategics. Early on I veered, then I soul searched, dug deep like a gopher. Figured I should go first. So that just means, you know, I talked a little bit about my substance dependency issues that I had. But after I soul searched and dug deep within myself like a gopher, I figured I should go first. Like, it doesn't matter if nobody's ever done what I mean to do. I'll be the first one to do it. And then I goes, I'm never going to slow, I'm never going to stall, I'm never going to cease, I'm never going to cheat, I'm never going to cheapen, never going to eat, I'm never going to sleep, I'm never going to sell, I'm never going to lease, one never in the streets, I'm never going to leave. Cats claim that they believe they'll never take a leap. You don't never feel relieved, you don't never take a leap. And what that means is, everybody's friend, talking about their faith in something or another. Cats claim that they believe they'll never take a leap. That's a leap of faith, you know what I'm saying? That's throwing caution to the wind, whether it be taking risks in your art, you know, taking risks in your life, with your relationships, with your career, whatever it is. You don't never feel relieved if you don't never take a leap, you know, which is much like, you know. So those are a couple lyrics from the Carpenter. The greatest of all time, if you ask me, is Stevie Wonder. He's the greatest of all time in terms of music. His catalog is out of control. All types of range, of emotion, of sound. You know, I mean, it is sad that young people don't even get to listen to Stevie Wonder sometimes. You know what I mean? The world would be, people would be better to each other and better to themselves if they got to hear, you know, or All I Do Is Think About You, or Mr. Know-It-All, or Don't You Worry About a Thing, or a million Stevie joints. So to me, if I could perform with anybody, it would be Stevie. Just so that I could just, you know, perform with Stevie, just talk to Stevie. Because Stevie is proof of God. You know what I'm saying? And I would just like to talk with Stevie. I mean, even though everything is proof of God. But Stevie in particular is, I would love to perform with Stevie. That said, you know, Stevie is still with us, which is beautiful. James Brown, I've always considered to be the first MC that I know of. You know, not that I know about him, obviously I wasn't alive when he was out. But, you know, in the history that I've had access to, it seemed like he was the first cat MCing, you know, on stage. You know, like that was rhyming. So, I know that's two answers, but Stevie would be the answer. 1A would be James Brown. What I hope to accomplish with my music is to spread the things that I believe to be beautiful, like love and truth and honesty and authenticity and courage and strength and faith, you know, across the globe. My only goal as far as music is a lot like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Wild Stallions, how they made the world a better place through their music. That is my goal. That's the goal that I have.
A lot of toes, genuine article. Wish I wasn't articles of clothes, just a particle of cotton on your coats. That'll be the most wonderful destiny ever. Only possibility, possibly better than being a stitch on your sweater is being human and me and you together. Forever, endeavor. Now or never is it.
Before every performance, my DJ Sosa and I, you know, at some point in that day or maybe 5 minutes before we hit the stage, we plan out what the set is. And then that's, I guess, my only routine before getting on stage. I spend a lot of time before I hit stage to make sure that I don't really need to prepare. I mean, I spend a lot of time when I write and when I choose beats and everything that leads to having dope records. So then, you know, when I go on stage, I just gotta rap. If I were to speak to today's youth, I would say to them that you're unstoppable and you're capable of doing anything, and you're one of a kind. Nobody's ever been like you or will ever be like you, and you got the strength. You're not bound by anything. You're not bound by where you come from. You're not bound by what you look like. You're not bound by anything. You're not bound by any circumstances that you have. You can do whatever it is you feel like doing. And don't buy into all this garbage, because all this garbage, you know what I watched the other day, The Never Ending Story. You ever seen that? A great movie. The Gamorreek said to Atreyu, before he attacked Atreyu and went to kill him, he was talking about the nothing. And he said he fights for the nothing because people without hope are easy to control. And if people don't have any hope, then the people that control them have the power. So whenever you're feeling hopeless, you're playing right into their hands. You got all types of, you can do whatever it is you want to do. Just tell the truth. And just don't be scared. That's what I would say. Because you got nothing to be scared of. What's the worst that can happen? You could die. I got a rhyme. I fall flat for I fall back. I ain't scared of dying. This planet ain't all that. This is true.